Hello and welcome back to the Twinsies Fencing Club channel. My name is Aslan and this is the fourth workout video on the general workout side of things so far. Today is going to be a little different in that we're not going to be really delving into anything particularly deep or interesting. I just wanted to do a dynamic workout that was fun for me. And so you're going to see some stuff that's maybe a little more challenging. And I'm not going to do all of it perfectly because I'm trying some stuff out for myself. So first up, assuming of course you've done your warm-up and you're ready to go, is going to be what are called shoulder taps. They're really good for core stabilization as well as a little bit of arm strength. You can see I'm doing them in a plank position where I'm keeping my back relatively flat. I'm definitely not letting my butt sag. The other option you can do is more in a tabletop position with your knees on the floor. And if you really want to pick it up a level, you can actually lift your knees up off the floor and hover a little bit and still tap your shoulders with each arm. Next up, we're going to trade off into some leg exercises. These are called jump lunges. The main goal of these lunges are to be explosive with every jump when you switch your legs back and forth, and also to maintain stability and balance between each lunge. So as you can see, I'm pausing just for a fraction to stabilize and really get more of a bend in my knees before I hop back up again. You can turbo your way through these, but that sort of turns it into a different exercise. So I recommend picking a slower but consistent pace. Now we switch back to another core exercise. These are called reach under side planks. There's a few different variations in these. This particular one, you're going to do a side plank, so you want to be balanced on your elbow and try to have the plane of your body be straight from your shoulders to your feet. Depending on your surface, I would recommend something padded. And then with your extended arm towards the ceiling, you're going to reach under down towards your body with a very slight twist, as you can see I'm doing here. Another variation on this is if you're on your hands and knees in a tabletop position and you can take one arm and reach underneath your body. So it's not a plank anymore, but it still gets that same rotational twisting in the torso, and is a good alternative if planks are a little more challenging. Now we trade back off to a leg exercise. These are called single leg arabesques. They're kind of a cross between the single leg hamstring deadlifts that we did before and also the bird dog extensions, but in this case the goal is just to hinge at the hips, keeping one leg straight out behind you and keeping it flat relative to your torso, and then trying to reach out and forward. So you're contracting the muscles through your back, and then you're also stabilizing through your leg and your ankle, and nice and slow is the name of the game here. Next is what I'm choosing to call a front crunch. I think there's probably a more official name, and there's also several different variations on this type of crunch, but we'll go with front crunch for now, and you can always try and find other variations on the internet. In this particular case, I'm using a foam roller, which I admit was a touch hard on my shins. If you have one of the ones that has like really padded foam, they'll probably work a little bit better. But really the goal, no matter your setup, is to tuck your knees towards your chest using your abdominal muscles. Some alternatives for this, if you have a hardwood floor or tiled floor and you have a towel, you can slide your feet on the towel. Or if you have another foam roller, or if you have a yoga ball at home, one of the large inflated balls, you can achieve a similar sort of crunch. Or if all else fails, you can go on your back and do more of a crunch on your back. So that's the main portion of the workout, but the joy of working at home means you can always try out fun things. So for me, I wanted to work on doing sort of headstands, elbow stands, which I'm not going to tell you how to do that at home. That was just something I was trying, but it was a great example of just wanting to do something fun for myself that I had never done before. And of course, no matter what, we can't forget stretching, cool down, or foam rolling if you happen to have that foam roller around. But yeah, this was just an example of, I kind of had a vibe I was going for. I wanted to do something more dynamic, something that was a little more engaging. Sometimes I get bored if I do a lot of static exercises where I'm just holding an exercise and trying not to die. So this was just throwing together something. I think it took me about 20 minutes to complete this whole workout. And it was super fun, and I felt very virtuous and very sweaty and very tired. So thanks for coming by. If you have any suggestions, requests, or things you want to see me do or explain, you can let me know directly or leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.